in your personal office to show that you have paid the person. Remember, the person has received alert, isn't it? But you still need to upload it. Now, if you do mobile banking transactions or SMS transactions, or you do internet banking, and you can munch the SMS alerts they send to you, or the email notifications, or you can download the PDF receipt that is generated in that order, so you can also upload it. It's accepted. Do you understand this? You can even munch the screen of your SMS transaction, the one we do with *737 for GTB and some other banks. You can use that one, so it's accepted. So let's look at the next rule. The next rule says, always remember to write your letter of happiness. Now, there's what we call letter of happiness in our community. For example, this month, you have provided help to somebody, and at the end of 30 days, you have requested to get help, and you are assigned to somebody, and you have received that money. Now, we expect you to do what? To tell us how happy you are. It's not a big letter. The format is just click on the button, and then the letter comes out. Just tell us your name, tell us your status, if you're a participant, if you're a guider, if you're a manager, if you're a consultant, and then tell us the dates you joined, then tell us how much you provided and the date, then tell us the dates you requested to withdraw the money, and give us the dates you received the money, that's all. And you submit the letter. So if you don't write this letter, you will also be blocked. It's very important, please. It's very important. So let's look at the next slide. The next slide, okay, I think that's all now. So MMM itself is growing. It's growing. We're already growing in Africa. Nigeria is growing. South Africa is growing. We're also promising some other countries you can see there on the slide. And we tell people to join our community. It's a very awesome place to be. Don't be left behind. Don't, because of the Fadama program, the cash flow program, begin to criticize MMM to the point that you get blind and lose the opportunity in front of you. The difference with this community and other programs that has happened in the past is just one difference. What is that difference? These other programs has what we call a central account. Now, that central account is where they deposit all the money they collect from people. At the end of the month, they begin to pay from that account, isn't it? Now, if anything happens to that central account, they won't be able to pay again. That's the difference. But in MMM, there is no central account. There's only participants. It's changing money among each other. So each time I request to get help, another person is sent to me to provide that money directly to my account. So what it means is that we have 500,000 people as of now. We have 500,000 accounts in Nigeria. You understand this? Last 2 weeks, there was a little panic in our community. SEC was trying to investigate what's happening because they don't understand what's happening. The truth is, you see volumes of money moving every second in Nigeria now. They want to know what's happening. So they started investigating. They can't find anything. They can't find anything. They say something is wrong. They first run to the media and start telling people this MMM thing is a scam, do not join them. Now we ask questions. The government and MMM, who is a scam? A liter of fuel is how much? An exchange rate to dollar is how much? A bag of rice is how much? 55. Minimum wage is how much? Who is a scam? So why can't they increase the minimum wage? I think I love the interview of that professor in Port Harcourt who was telling the government to leave young people who have decided to impact this country in a positive way because they are touching life, they are changing people's life. Whereas you don't understand what's happening. In fact, he was even saying some of his friends that works with SEC are even trying to leave their jobs because MMM has changed their lives. As a young person, you're getting a withdrawal of $5 million every month, something that they cannot pay you as salary. That's enough for you to start a business or even empower other people. So understand first that you're making donation when you join the community. You are helping a fellow Nigerian and you're expecting to be helped in return. For the past 8 months, it has not been proven that one person has not gotten help from our community. We are operating 500,000 people plus accounts randomly, and one person has not come out to say he has not received this money. So why would you tag such scheme a scam? So people should first of all understand the ideology or the concept behind the movement before you join. It's not enough to just join. And you go out and tell people that thing that they are getting 30%. It tells you him that thing is like Father Makash will run away. No, first of all, understand what you're doing. Understand that you are rendering a financial assistance to a fellow Nigerian. And another fellow Nigerian will do what? Will assist you too. Even if there is nothing you want to do, just join us because you want to help a fellow Nigerian. There's a family today that might not afford to put food on the table because they don't have 1,000 naira for dinner. We know that. So your 1,000 can go a long way to to impact on the family. So the minimum you can use to start and make a donation in MMM is 1,000 naira. It's not much. I'm not asking for much. 1,000 naira. And the maximum is 2.2 million. So you see that it's not as high as an investment scheme, isn't it? We are not trying to create an excessively rich rich lifestyle for people like banks and all, just to give everybody a fair standard of living. For example, you are providing a help of, let's say, 100,000, and then you are getting 130,000 at the end of 30 days. It's something tangible, and we expect you to do what? To come back with 100,000 and assist somebody in the community, and then go home and enjoy your 30,000 naira. If you're providing help of, let's say, 1 million naira, and every month you're getting 1.3 million, 300,000 is a standard salary, isn't it? That's a standard salary. So why not go home with the 300,000 and come back and help somebody with 1 million naira in the community? That way the community will be healthy and it will keep growing. And that is what has been allowed to rise and do what the government cannot do for them. So the fear of the government is that enough money will go into circulation. People will begin to touch money that they have never touched in their life, and something wrong will happen. Nothing wrong will happen. The only thing that will happen is that people will stop living on debt. Like in South Africa, that they live on debt. They apply for credit cards, and then they shop, and then they pay later. But now, it's not happening again. People's lives have been changed. They get money to execute projects, do anything they want to do. So banks began to panic because it's not business as usual. They're not having much money in the banks again. Rather, they see money moving. Look at the technical aspect of MMM, personal office on the internet. So when you go to Nigeria-MMM.net, you are going to see our official page. It's also written on the brochures. The domain is Nigeria-MMM.net. So when you go there, you do what? You fill the registration page. Fill it correctly, make sure every information you are putting is correct, then you submit the page. So after you fill it, what next do you see? Sorry, what next? That is the URL. Personal office is MMMoffice.com. No longer Nigeria-MMM.net. So you can also find this login URL on the website where they say login. So we're going to require your email and your password when you are logging in. And those are the details you submitted during your registration. So you use it to log into your account. The next slide, please. So when you log into your account, these are basically what you see in your account. We have what we call the provide help and the get help. I explained these things earlier. Those are just the two businesses of fellow Nigerians. So those are the two things we basically do. So when you click on this, you provide help. When you click on this, you do what? You get help. So I will still do some demonstrations with the internet if we have a good network today. So let's look at your guider or your manager who is responsible for you and your guider's guider. So these things are important because when you have problems and you cannot reach your immediate manager, try and call his own manager. He will always assist you as well. So next slide, Peter. So this is also the referral link. I apologize that we cannot see this clearly. The referral link is the link you share with people when you are inviting them to join our community. Now, if you want people to be properly registered under you, so that when they make donations in our community, you get referral commissions, you must give them the referral link. Now, when you join, after joining MMM, the email address you registered with is your ID. Now, that email address is what you share to people when you want them to join under you. So when they use that email address under the invite box, the person is properly placed under you. You understand it? Marvel is what? No, Marvel is not an account. So we have not been participating. It's not a bonus.
That's correct.
I will give a present for who get this.
MMM currency. MMM money.
He's a participant, so we have lost the gift. We're not giving that. So Marvel itself is MMM internal currency. The same way you trade Naira, when you exchange the money for a donation in our platform, you are rewarded with Marvel. And Marvel is the internal currency. You understand this now? So the Marvel is expected to grow 1% every day. For a period of how many days? 30 days, thank you. So that is 30%. So at the end of 30 days, you can decide to withdraw your Marvel out of the system. So that is when you are making the withdrawal. So the Marvel is always recorded in your personal account each time you make a donation for money. You understand it? For example, you join the system, you have registered. Definitely you need somewhere to put your bank account so that people will pay your money back to you, isn't it? So this is where you put the bank details, the account section. Please make sure it's correct. In the forms they're going to share us, you can still put it there if you want to register online, but make sure it's correct. You have to put your name in the first section, which is the account name. It might be the MMM account name or the MMM account nickname. Thank you.
My question is, I want to know exactly two platforms you specify for us: provide help and get help. Why is it that when you provide help, it will take like 1 week before they will match you? But when you get help, they will match you immediately with somebody that will pay you. Like some people, when I register them, they will be telling me their money, they want to go and pay, Why is it delayed providing help?
Thank you very much. That's an interesting question. People want to give out money, and there is nobody wanting to receive the money. So that is why such thing is happening. So what happens in our community is that we have the provide help people. A lot of people are willing to assist, to give financial aid to people. But what happens? So what it means is that our community is very healthy. Are you attending to me? What it means is that the community is very healthy. There's a lot of people wanting to provide help on queue. But because get help is paid instantly, just like you said, isn't it? What it means is that because there is much people here wanting to give out money, and there are fewer people on this queue receiving the money. So each time you request to provide help, it means you are looking for who to give the money. Maybe somebody is requesting to get the money, is getting it faster. Do you understand? So, but the queue will normalize with time. But right now, it's very healthy. Why? Because people are keen to provide help. No, I'll go back. So that's exactly what happened. That's this question. Have I answered your question, sir? Okay, any other question? Okay.
Why is it that it's difficult in terms of getting people that need help? Why is it that it's difficult in getting them? Is it because when you render out help, you get 30%? That is why people are keen up to like render help or what? I don't really get it. Why is it that people that need the help, they are not all that much, but the people that are willing to help, they are more than the people that need help?
Okay, thank you. She's asking question, why is there much queue and they provide help? Why there are too many people providing help? Providing help is that Nigerians are seeing something that is willing to change their lives, and everybody is rushing to do what? To offer financial aid. And one of the reasons is because the community is new. But I don't even consider the community new again. This is 8 months. A baby of 8 months, is this still a new baby? Almost isn't it? So the community on its own, it's not new. But the fact that it's an opportunity that is open globally. I have friends in London, in US who are participating. So Nigerians everywhere are participating. So we have plenty of people who are coming in. As I'm talking to you today now, people will be signing up now, providing help, and they are all lined up to provide help queue. It's after a period of 30 days. So a lot of people will always be on that provide help queue till the period of 30 days is a suspect. That's when they come back to that provide help queue again. So that is why we always have people on that provide help queue. At a point we don't have people on the provide help queue, then there is a problem too for the system. Imagine you go to the bank to withdraw money, people are lined up, and there is no money in the bank to pay people. Of course there will be a problem, isn't it? So that is the reason why we have much people in the provide help queue. More questions?
For instance, if you belong to this community, and as a matter of fact, it's either you're on transit, one of these countries from the Gulf of Guinea, and you clock 30 days or 60 days from there. So what happened?
What happens in your account? Okay, interesting question. And I'm able to access my account after 30 days. What happens? What happens here is, remember that your account was growing 1% every day. At the end of 30 days, it was how many percent? 30%. What it means is that on the 31st day, you have earned 31%. The 32nd day, 32%. That is how you keep earning till the day you return.
Okay. And from there, you can also assist.
Why not? Everything is done on the internet. So you can, anyway you can access internet, definitely you can access your account.
You help somebody with 30,000, and within a short time, another person helped you with 50,000, which you are on a low kind of income. So how are you going to aid another person, which the assistance might be more than what you have even
everybody fairly, equally. So what we give in the first place is how many returns or how many rewards? 30%. So if you come into the community and you have 1,000 naira to assist a fellow member of the community, you get a reward of 30%, which is 300. If you have come in with 10,000 naira, you get 13,000. If you have come in with 100,000 naira, you get 30,000, isn't it? So everybody is treated equally. And the community will never ask you more than what you provided. For example, what you have provided this month is 10,000 naira. The community is going to assign you to use the 10,000 naira to help a fellow Nigerian. The community will not ask you to bring 12,000 or bring 50,000, no. And the moment you bring the 10,000 and they send it to him, maybe the request of help he has gotten is 50,000. They ask you to send your 10,000 to him. They ask him to send his 40,000 to him to complete it. That I think your provide help was split to 3 people, isn't it? Yes. The 150 or the 103,000 was paid to 3 different people. So that's exactly how it works. You understand?
I think I have some questions there. Should I read them out or
yes, go ahead, man.
Okay. If we are encouraged to only donate our spare funds,
yes,
does it mean the funds can be lost?
Okay, interesting.
That's one. Now the second one, if the person that received help does not confirm receipt,
okay,
what happens?
Awesome.
Then what is the benefit to MMM?
Encouraged to only provide our spare money, isn't it? Now, why we are encouraged to provide our spare money that is not critical to our living, is so that we can contain the greed of man. Remember, all of us now are participating in this seminar quietly now. When we leave this place, we'll make our private decisions, isn't it? You try the first month, you get your money back. You try the second month, you get your money back. The third month, something might happen. You might say, this thing that is paying you, let me make money now that is available. You go and sell your land. All of us are not together with you now. You're making your own decision. Do you understand this? We have cases of people who are already treating MMM as a business. Now we tell people, treat it the way it's supposed to be treated. It's a donation platform. The money you're not using this month that is not critical to your living, use it and help somebody. When you say the money you borrowed this month to multiply, use it and help somebody. Remember from the, okay, sorry, you came in a bit late. Remember from the graph that we were explaining about the 30% cycle and how it's generated, that this money is generated among participants. The 30% reward is generated among participants. So if all participants go to borrow money, what are we doing? We are creating risks for the community, isn't it? But if all the participants treat MMM like a donation system, I have this month, I bring, I have this month, I bring, it has this month, the community will grow effectively. But when all of us decide to go against the ideology of the community, the rules that is guiding the community, there is bound to be a problem. You understand? So that's the first question. The second question again, it has 48 hours to confirm, just like you have 48 hours to make that donation. Now, after 48 hours, it doesn't confirm, you didn't confirm, or the person does not confirm the order. What happens is that there is usually an indication on the order that has an arrow. Now, when the order comes out in the first time, it has a blue arrow with a play button on it. Now, when you have made the donation and uploaded your proof of payment, it turns to a green circle with a half grid inside. Now, if the person doesn't confirm after 48 hours, it turns to a yellow question mark. What it means is that the support center is asking what happened between you and that participant. That is the question. So what you do in that case is you write a support ticket and then choose the title, participant received donation but failed to confirm. Now CRO is going to come in, ask you for the evidence of the proof of payment you uploaded, you send it again. They verify, they are going to confirm you and block the person. Because the person has failed to confirm his order. Do you understand? So that's exactly what happens in the confirming order. That's the same thing that happens too on the provide help. If you fail to provide your help, you will also be expelled from the community and another person will be reassigned to pay that order. Do you understand? Then the last question is what is the benefits to Triple M? Now we asked this question because you didn't join us from the beginning of the presentation where we discussed the ideology of Triple M. Now the benefits to Triple M is that the founder of this movement, Segi Mavrodi, wants to free the people of the world. He believes there is an unfair financial system that we are living in, where somebody works in the farm, produces foods for us to eat, takes it to the market, but is not rewarded fairly. But where some other person sits under a very comfortable roof with ACs and then prints, the paper will come on, isn't it? And print as much as he wants, and circulate it as much as he wants. But some other person is suffering just to have access to it, but he can't have. Some other person has gone to school for 10 years, become a medical doctor, operates people, and save lives. At the end of 30 days, instead of getting his reward, what happens? He goes on strike. But some other person makes laws that governs him, isn't it? So Segi Mavrodi is one of those who has found himself MMM94, which was a cooperative, and the other MMM that has existed. So he started doing it online. So there are no benefits to Triple M. Triple M don't even have access to your money. For example, you request to provide help to somebody, they pay you directly to the person, you send the money directly to the person. Are we taking out anything from it? When there is a third-party transaction, I collected the money and then I paid you and paid him. I collected my share. That's a third party. But when it's a peer-to-peer system, it means you are directly sending this money to this guy. He's directly sending to her. That's exactly how M is structured. I don't know if you understand.
I understand, but I don't get it down. Okay. Because I know. Okay. How do you let's bring it down now.
Okay.
You are a staff of MMM.
Yes.
How do you get paid?
How do I get paid?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm not a staff of MMM. I'm a guide or a manager in MMM. The community runs on a donation platform. Now, I explained, sorry, let me get 1% on the donations they bring into the community on infinite levels, up to from level 1 to level 8. Now, these donations, the truth is they're not enough. They're enough for you to do the work of the community. In fact, you even want to pull out from what you have received, because the community runs on donation. And each time it touches your life, you want to touch the lives of other people. For example, Just is having this community not because just people who are participating, but because other parts of the country, people are participating and they have decided, okay, let's support Just to see how we can keep it and grow with our community. Do you understand? So that's exactly how these are generated.
One, what happened to those that, it's not all the computer literate? What happened to them? And those that are not fully into internet network or so, those that don't have much knowledge, what happened to them? Then two, this percentage, is it for lifetime or there's a stop to it? Then thirdly, the money you donate, is it, can you retrieve it back? Yeah.
Now, MMM, first of all, there's one of the SWOT analysis we did, and we realized that one of our weaknesses is that this is thoroughly operated on the internet. So it makes some people, it limits